Yo, 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 what going on YouTube? It's your boy TBL to the wall. You don't know. Back again with another video, man. So, listen, man, I've been MIA for a few weeks. I know this. And let me tell you why. So, today, I got this package in the mail, and I'm extremely excited because in this package, right, this is the official proof for the attraction blueprint. You see that little thing right there? It says not for resale. That's how it comes when you do the proofs. The reason I haven't officially published it yet and pulled the trigger is because, like, even now, as you can see, there's a little bit of bleed over here from the side of the book. So I am actually, yeah, it is consistent across. So I have to go through this thing now, and I have to see if there's any print errors, if there's any spacing issues. I have to go through the pages and really take a look in the physical world if I like how everything is spaced, how everything looks on the page. I did white pages instead of cream pages. But I'm super excited, man. I have a couple proofs. I'm going to go through them all, and I'm going to make sure that everything lines up with what I want it to be as far as the quality. Let me know what you guys think about the cover. This is the back. Let me tell you something. This thing took me almost 3 years to write. When I started it, I was 37. I'm 39. I'm about to be 40 in February, right? So this book is actually, it could be 3 books. I broke it down into 3 parts. Let me see if I could find the title to the first section. So the first section is called Becoming Him, Building the Masculine Foundation. The second section is called From Approach to Attraction, How to Get the Girl. And then the third section is called Beyond Attraction, Vetting, Commitment, and Leadership. The reason I broke it down into 3 parts, and this is what took me so long to write it, is that I didn't want it to just be like a pickup artist book. I didn't want it to be something that sounds gimmicky. I really wanted this to be a proven, tested set of mindsets, actions, behaviors, habits that will get you the results that you want. I know a lot of the guys watching this channel, you're either just starting out in the dating market, you don't know what's going on, you're having a hard time trying to figure out, female nature, how attraction works. Some of you guys have been in relationships and you recently got separated or recently got divorced, and you're going back out there and you're trying to figure out how to get your feet wet again. Some of you guys, you probably had, some success with women, but you just don't quite understand why things are the way they are. So I feel like this book appeals to everybody. I'm not really trying to sell you guys in it, man. I'm just trying to tell you how proud I am of being able to actually get this out to you. I'm doing this for you. That's the whole reason I started this channel. It's really something that I think can help and add value. The first section, it really focuses on you. It focuses on you developing, I would even say unlearning bad behaviors, things that society has taught you that just doesn't work. Learning good habits, learning the right attitude, the right approach, the right mindset and framework to have as a man today, not just for women, but to go out into the world and focus on things that get you the results that you want to get. You feel lost, if you feel confused, if you feel like you're not getting the results that you want, not just with women, but with your purpose in general. This book, the first section, really focuses on that. And it talks about why female nature is what it is, masculine and feminine energy, polarity, the dynamics. It really breaks it down so that you can understand the why behind the what. And then the second half of the book is where you actually step out there and you go out there and you approach women and you talk to them, and it's how to talk to them, how to get the number, how to have that interaction, how to build the attraction, how to close on that conversation, get the number, and actually create an opportunity to see her in person and have a date. How to handle flaking, how to speak on the date, how to carry yourself on the date, when to hold hands, when to kiss. Like, it really walks you through the entire process from start to finish. It really breaks it down so that anyone can understand. And then the third section gets into talking about, okay, so now you're past dating and, casual intimacy. You actually in a relationship, long-term relationship, building a family, long-term commitment, protecting yourself in these types of environments and situations, building a legacy, the importance of certain types of red flags, green flags, structures, boundaries, how to keep your relationship going. Because even a lot of you guys watching this channel, some of you found my channel because you were in a relationship. You guys broke up, whether she broke up with you or you broke up with her, and you're like, damn, how do I get my ex back? It's going to help you understand everything that you need to know in order to get the results that you want. Everything that I talk about in these videos, right, they're great. And you can pick apart them piece by piece and try to shortcut it. Let me do this trick or let me do that trick. You're only going to get so far, because if you're not applying the full mindset, changing the bad habits, doing the right things, having the right type of approach and attitude and behavior, unlearning bad behaviors, unlearning bad programming, understanding female nature and dynamics, how attraction actually works, how to maintain that polarity, how to keep mystery alive over years, how to keep your girl interested in you over a long term. And it's not just about her, it's also about you, purpose, drive, being the best man that you can be so that you don't feel lost, out of place, so you don't have that anxiety, so you don't feel like you don't know what tomorrow holds or what you need to do with yourself. This book, I believe it to be the blueprint. I crafted it and I wrote it in a very simple, easy to understand language so that anybody could pick this up. You could be 15 years old, you could be 50 years old. You could pick this thing up, right? And you can get value out of it. I'll open up to a page right now. So this is chapter 18. You're getting a preview to the book. This is a table read. You heard it here first. So chapter 18, treat all women the same. This is an important concept to understand, and it's one you're going to see come up again later on in this book in different ways. But this is the right spot to start talking about it because it applies from the very beginning. Right when you're out meeting women. Here's what tends to happen. A guy sees a woman he's really into, he finds her gorgeous, and without even realizing it, he treats her differently than he would a woman he's not as drawn to. He might give her extra compliments, he might put in more effort, go out of his way to get her attention, or start trying harder to impress her. It's natural. Men often treat the women that they're most attracted to as special, but here's the problem. When they do that, it often backfires. One thing I realized early on was that the girls I would give extra special attention to were the ones who usually didn't give it back. But the ones I really wasn't paying much attention to, sometimes they'd be the one that's chasing me down. I remember situations where I barely texted a girl. She was putting in an effort to hit me up, while another girl I was more focused on, that was consistently sending messages to, didn't even match her energy, and that's when it clicked. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the saying, if you treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. And that's exactly how it plays out. Attractive women, especially, are used to this dynamic. They grow up getting more attention than average just for existing. They're accustomed to men trying to impress them. Meanwhile, men have to build their value through confidence, status, resources, leadership, presence. So when you overcompensate, you're only reinforcing the imbalance. That's why treating all women the same is so important. First, it keeps you grounded. You're not handing out free attention, special treatment just because you like what you see. You stay consistent. Second, it separates you from most guys. While everyone else is putting her on a pedestal, you're going to be the only one that stands out, not by bending over backward. And third, gives you accurate feedback. If you give one woman more attention than the other, you'll never know if her good response was because she genuinely liked you or just because you worked harder. But if you treat both of them the same, baseline effort, steady energy, steady investment, the differences in their responses shows you who's actually interested. This isn't about effort automatically equaling interest. It's about effort to return ratio. Your job isn't to push harder just because you like someone more. It's to see what comes back. Think of it like this. If you pour one glass of water half full and another all the way full, you can't really compare how thirsty the people are. But if you pour the same amount into both glasses, you can clearly see who drinks more. Same principle here. Put simply, if you're trying to figure out which woman is genuinely more into you, you keep your efforts steady and just pay attention to who gives you the best, most consistent energy back. That's usually the one who's more interested. Now, don't confuse this with being robotic. Treating women the same doesn't mean repeating the same sentences word for word or acting like every girl is interchangeable. It just means your baseline effort is consistent. You're not pouring extra energy into one just because she looks better to you. You respond to the moment, you stay present, you lead the interaction, and you keep it fun, but your frame doesn't change. This principle will come back again later on in this book, but it starts here, when you're first meeting and interacting with women. Don't pedestal one while downplaying another. Keep your energy and effort consistent, and let their actions show you who's genuinely choosing you. That was one small chapter of the book. Again, like I said, I tried to make it very easy to understand, very easy to digest. These are principles and concepts that if you apply across your dating life, across your personal life, you're going to start seeing results. I really genuinely believe, man, that this book is going to change a lot of people's lives. It's called The Attraction Blueprint. Become the man that women want and respect. Tony Bon Jovi. It has this line across it because this is the proof. So once I get the author copy approved and it goes live, that's not going to be there. I wanted to kind of make this video to let you guys know what I've been working on for the past 3 weeks. There's a lot more videos I'm about to drop real soon. I haven't given up on you guys. I haven't, fallen off the bandwagon. I've just been really putting a lot of time and energy into getting this thing out there for you guys. I wanted to have this out before Christmas. That was the goal. So I'm still on track. I got the barcode in the back and everything, man. I'm probably going to be giving away a few copies too. So I'm going to think about doing that probably like in the next 1 or 2 videos. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to think of what those terms will be. Something that's cool, fun, and creative so that you guys can have fun while trying to win yourself a free copy of this book. And yeah, man, I appreciate all the support. thank you, all of you guys who are still subscribing and sticking in there. I know I haven't made a video in like 2.5 weeks. Again, it's not intentional. I just been locked in. I've been traveling. I've been working. Not making excuses, but like I have been going ham. So I had the EDC. I had the Vans tour. I had to go to St. Thomas to shoot. I had to work with the foreman and all kind of stuff for this. So I've been locked in, man. And if I made videos, I feel like I probably wouldn't have been putting 100% effort. I don't want to just throw out content just to throw out content. I want to make sure that every video I put out there has a genuine level of effort, passion, and interest behind of it. I want to make sure that I'm adding value. I don't want to be one of those creators that just puts out content just because I'm trying to meet some quota. I really genuinely want to make sure that every video has some form of value for you guys. Again, thank you for sticking with me, man. For now, like I say, I'm about to have pre-orders coming out real soon. If anybody's interested in getting themselves a free copy, I'm even thinking, man, if you DM me right now after watching this video, maybe like the first 3 or 4 people that DMs me, I'm going to give away a free copy, man. So I'm excited for this. So I want to get you guys a copy. So I'll start out with that. The first 4 people that DMs my Instagram, TBL to the world, I'll give you a free copy of this book. It's a paperback. I haven't done the hardcover yet. I'm going to work on that soon. I'm also going to do an audiobook and a digital copy. But for now, I got the paperback. If you're one of the first 4 people to message me on Instagram, TBL to the world, I will give you a free copy of this book. So I'm excited, man. I got more content coming real soon. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, man. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Share this page with a friend. Follow me on our platforms. And until the next one, man, it's TBL to the world. You done now. Bless.
TBL to the world. Yeah, hear me now. TBL, them can't stop with. Oh, can't hold me down. Enough of them a pray for lightning shock way. And we see we lifeless on the ground, so we bigger than life.